I'm making this video because I'd like this mountain to gain a little popularity, not only this mountain but this whole mountain range, the Minami Alps. Let me tell you a little bit about the southern Alps of Japan and some of the mountains you can visit here. The highest mountain in Minami Alps is Kitadake, which is also the second highest mountain in Japan. Being the second highest mountain in the country, Kitadake is quite popular. If you're going to hike Kitadake, then go for the fourth tallest peak as well, Mount Aino. It's definitely worth it. I would also like to mention Mount Hoho. Hoho Sanzan is a great loop hike that I enjoyed a lot. It is one of those repeatable hikes because of its natural beauty, and it's easy to access and the trails are well established. Hiking in the southern Alps is quite solemn. It's never crowded, except for Mount Kito of course. Now, the reason for this is some of the mountains in Minami Alps are difficult to access via public transport. Now this, I know right? It's gorgeous, but it's only popular among locals and resident hikers like me. This is Mount Shiomi. I climbed Shiomidake in the wintertime and didn't know why I signed up for it. I was probably just trying to do a New Year's resolution whatsoever, so I thought Mount Shiomi would be fun in winter, but nah. It was rewarding, yes. I just couldn't remember the time I said fun during that trip. This hike can be done in 3 days, doable in 2, which I won't recommend, but the idea is reach campsite on day 1, summit Mount Shiomi on day 2, and relax a little bit at the camp, then have an easy descent on day 3. Unfortunately, it wasn't an option for us because of personal schedules, so we did it in 2 days. Good lord.
It's the south side. So it's the one in the cloud.
Since the road towards Torikura trailhead is closed in winter, we had to walk this 8-kilometer slippery road towards Torikura. It was icy and slippery, making it the hardest part of the hike.
Hi guys, so today we're going to hike Shiomidake and we're going to camp out there. So basically tomorrow will be our summit day for Shiomidake, and because it's winter, the summer road is closed. We have to walk for a lot of kilometers. But it's all good, it's all good. Unfortunately, I left my GoPro while preparing. I thought I had it in my bag, but expect the unexpected. So I'm going to document all of this hike on my iPhone. So we've reached the road going to the trailhead, and let's see from here. I'm gonna take it really slow because I'm scared I'm gonna get cramps again.
Alright, please pay attention to your feet in the beginning. Yeah, it might be bad. Alex, can you hang out up front with me? Yep. So I just need somebody to help me set a pace. So we don't get all spread out. Get cold.
A bit of update. I'm freaking tired. But we'll have how many hours more? Probably 3 hours before we get to the camp. I mean, this food is keeping me going. Dried mangoes and banana chips. So good actually. So I wonder if I can keep up this pace, or should I bring it up. Shiomi? Wow.
Do you need to deal with feet or anything?
Four or 5 hours in, we reached Sampuku Pass.
That's Shiomidake. Beautiful.
Here we had a great view of our goal, Mount Shiomi. Here are some of the pictures we took from Sampuku Pass. You'll get a great view of Mount Shiomi and its nearby mountains. But at the back of my head I was like, okay, I got good pictures already, so I think I can go home now. Anyways.
So we've been hiking for 8 hours now, and I'm quite exhausted. I wish we could like reach the camp as soon as possible.
We continued moving forward and we were like 3 hours away from the camp. Now, the thing about Mount Shiomi is it's not just going up, it's a roller coaster kind of trail. You go up and down, then up again when your legs are about to cramp.
And then there's another hill that goes up, but the trail cuts down under the ridge. So basically, we drop down the other side of this and it's flat. And somewhere in that forest is where we make camp. On the other side of that mountain.
Oh, this hill sucks so much.
So this is the last.
This is the worst spot.
After reaching the campsite, we were so exhausted, but couldn't celebrate yet because we had to set up the camp. After that, I was literally done taking videos.
Morning guys. Day 2. Look at the view, man. Wow. Day 2. Whew. And we're going to summit Shiomidake. Just over there behind the trees, if you could see it. So yeah, I'll see you at the peak.
We left the camp at 5 in the morning to summit Mount Shiomi. It was one of those moments that I finally realized that I'm a morning person. I just love the golden hour at dawn. Everything I saw during that time was beautiful. I was so happy. Before summiting, there was an exciting rocky section, which I loved the most. Well, yo, guys, I tell you, I sometimes complain during the hike, especially during ascent, but not when scrambling. I could literally scramble all day.
Jesus, I'm so hungry.
Alright, let's assume that didn't happen. We all managed to reach the peak, celebrated a little bit, thanked David for the opportunity during that time, and was just very grateful at that moment. Yeah. So here are the photos we took at the peak of Mount Shiomi. Fun fact, 5 minutes. It only took us 5 minutes. Our time at the peak only lasted for 5 minutes because we needed to get back before dark and it was very, very cold, very unwise to stay. So yeah, and then the Sufferfest began again. Now, remember that road I told you earlier, the hardest part of the hike? Yeah, slipped and fell there 5 times. my legs were done, and it turned all of the 5 minutes of pleasure I had at the peak into hating that particular road. But yeah, it was rewarding. Everything about this hike is rewarding. Do you still want to do this project?